Mr. Duffy, on the same note, when you were before us in December, you testified that the cost of insurance fund would be cost prohibitive, but then you, in fact, have put in place something on a limited basis for farmers and ranchers and co-ops. So do you believe that this kind of fund is feasible on a larger scale? Wouldn't this sort of an expanded fund help restore the faith
as
in the
I
systems?
said to you, Madam Chairwoman, when I testified right after MF Global to your committee, that if our Family Farmer and Rancher Fund was in place during MF Global, all of the people who put food on the tables for the people in America would have been made whole. That $100 million fund would have paid $33 million out to those farmers. That's exactly what they would have been out when we backed out the accounts of pure bona fide hedgers. Not speculators, not people doing anything, just people that are processing and growing food. As far as an insurance fund goes, I think it's really important to note, in order to get to $1 billion of insurance, you need to charge 5 cents a side a trade for 3 years to get to $1 billion. We are charging clients 7 to 10 cents to trade a day. So now we're going to double their cost to add to this fund. When you look at something like the security that everybody wants to refer to SIPC, how it's a great bailout. Well, ask the folks that were invested with Mr. Madoff when he took $50 billion and SIPC gave him $2.5 billion in return. It was basically like getting nothing in return. Also, in SIPC, the clients do not pay for that insurance. The dealers pay for that insurance. Why? Because there's a payment for order flow in the securities world, a completely different structural model. We do not have a payment for order flow model in the futures industry. We have a central limit, open, transparent book for all to see. And I think that's a completely big, huge difference when you talk about who's going to fund these type of insurance programs. I'm not opposed to insurance. I'm all for, if people want to pay for it, they should have the ability to do it, and we'll be happy to try to facilitate some forms of them to do so. But I think that you need to understand there are huge differences when people are trying to draw the line between SIPC and what happens in our industry today. Completely different models,